Hey, what's up guys, this is Johnny and this is my 1 year review of the Anton Method Dropship Lifestyle training course. So exactly a year ago, I took this training course and I wanted to learn how to set up an online business using dropshipping. Within 2 months, I personally, replaced my 9 to 5 income and I was making, I think it was about $18,000 in sales per month, and I was very happy with that, especially going from having $200 in my bank account. I made a review, around that time, about 6 months ago, and in the review, I said, look, I know this worked for me, but I haven't really met anyone else who was making as much money as I was. So maybe, I don't know if I got lucky or if I just, was in a different situation. But now, it's been a year, I've met a ton of people, all in different niches that they are all doing well. So now I can wholeheartedly recommend, not only does it work for me, it works for anybody who really just dedicates the time to it. A couple examples of people who are doing well. I have a friend named Elaine. She never really talks about it much because she has a full-time job and she doesn't really want her boss knowing that she has this side business. But she's making, I think, like over $10,000 a month in sales on the side while she works a full-time job. There's another guy named Michael that he has he's a family man. He has a newborn kid, and in between taking care of his 11-month-year-old, he's building a store, and he too is making a couple $1,000s a month in profit. Now we have a guy named Isaac who works 80 hours a week as an architect, and the only time he even has to spend on a store is his lunch break and on Sunday nights after everyone goes to sleep. And even he is making profits now. So this is why I wanted to re-record this video, because I can wholeheartedly recommend that if you want to build an online business and you want to replace your 9 to 5 income so you can be location independent, or you could just, you just hate your job and you want to be your own boss and you want to start a business, you want to start an empire, 100% Anton's method works, but you have to follow the steps and you have to be dedicated. I have a friend named Ben who's coming out to Chiang Mai, Thailand soon. And he messaged me. I haven't heard from him in a few months, and the blue, he messaged me. He said, look, when I started the course, I started making about $1,000 a month in profit, and it wasn't enough to live off of because he lives in California and it's really expensive. But he said, but this is me working on it part time because he has a 40-hour a week normal job, and he basically said, I'm buying a plane ticket, I'm moving out there, and I'm going to scale this business. If I actually spent the same amount of time on my business, my dropshipping business that I did working, I can scale that up to $5,000 a month in profit. And the best thing about it is he wants to get it to that point, he wants to automate it, and then he wants to open a second and third store. And this is when you can really start killing it. So for me, I kind of like having no responsibility. I mean, to be honest, I don't work that much. For a few months, I actually took a long vacation. If you check my blog between like November and I think February, I was just traveling and I did the bare minimum to maintain. I didn't take any calls myself. I didn't, grow the business. I just maintained it, and it still paid for my trips traveling, around everywhere. And now that I'm refocusing and I'm opening more stores, I'm using all the knowledge that I learned from opening my first store. Not only did I scale that one to a point and automate it where I hired somebody just to answer calls for me, so I don't even have to touch it. But now I'm opening more and more stores, and that potentially just increases my income. The best part of it is because it allows me to do it from wherever I am. I can choose if I want this month to, to be flexible. I just want to travel and not do anything, or I want to make more money so I can save up. I had $200 in my bank account when I started this a year ago. Now I have, I think, like 40 or 50K in my account just sitting there in cash. And this is after I've spent money. And I've been to like 5 different countries since then. I've flown around, I've done all this cool stuff, and I still have been able to save up that much. And I never would have been able to do this without Anton's course. So I wholeheartedly recommend AntonMethod.com, Dropship Lifestyle, live it. Once you join, you'll have access to the private member forums, and I have a thread in there called My Progress Step by Step. And what I did was I outlined every single thing I did from day one. So you can follow along my thread. So you watch his videos, you do what he says, and then if you get stuck anywhere, you can just follow my thread and you can see exactly what I personally did for my stores. And I guarantee if you are willing to put in the work and you're serious about replacing your income, starting an online business, 100%, this is the only thing in the world that I know legitimately works. AntonMethod.com, check it out. I'll see you guys on the other side, hopefully maybe out here in Thailand. Bye guys.